Hello, everybody. Welcome to another Sunday Funday. And sorry there was not a Sunday Funday last week. There was a bit of personal problems kind of going on. Not like Megan and me were fighting because, totally know she'll win. No, just a whole other issue. So if y'all have not caught up on what I actually put out already for what we're going to see throughout July, as you can see, we saw Spider-Man Far From Home. Guess what else were we going to see this weekend? Or like maybe Midsommar, but, from what I've heard, it's nowhere near as good as Hereditary. Though some say it's good, some say it's shit. Very much like Hereditary. Audiences are very split.
I'll say we'll probably eventually see when it comes on like Hulu or Netflix or something.
Yeah, we'll probably check it out. In fact, we might give, if it comes out on like DVD and all that to rent, we will probably definitely give you a review around October just to give a little Halloween spooky review because it is a horror movie. But we are here to talk about SpiderMan. And those who do not know why I call him that is just because I think I mispronounced it always when I was a kid and I kept calling him SpiderMan. I'm dumb. So I do know his name is actually pronounced Spider-Man. I was a dumb kid. I keep telling y'all this.
We both were.
We like Drop Dead Fred. That shows anything.
Yeah. So for some reason we found that entertaining.
Yeah.
Well, because he was a big kid and it's like, big wacky kid, gross out humor, funny, don't get half the jokes, but funny, yeah.
And when you watch it when you're older, you're like, I was stupid. I was a really stupid kid.
I was like, what? Was I on something?
So, about Spider-Man Far From Home. I am going to lead us off, not because I am super special, but actually because I know more about comic books.
He's the comic book nerd.
Yeah, I am. To give a short and long review, or short review of it all, I really love this movie. I don't know how else to describe it. Some people are saying this movie's not that great, some say it's good, it's not wonderful, it's an MCU movie. Whatever. I actually really enjoyed the hell out of this movie. The reason why is because I am the film nerd on a lot of things. I am the film whore. But more importantly than all that, there's a lot of stuff that this movie does that I think fucks with the MCU way of doing things. Warning, this review is going to be a bit spoilerish. I'm even going to spoil a bit of this movie just because to talk about some of the things I really enjoyed about the movie, I have to talk about some of the plot details. Especially since I will actually say the trailers for this movie actually do a really damn good job with one of the major plots. So I'm going to turn it real quick over to Megan about her quick little feelings on the movie. So, what did you think about the movie?
I really liked it. I didn't love it like you did, but I really liked it. I did enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I already have a rating in mind. It's actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty good rating. But it didn't have its problems.
Like, what did you not like? Warning, spoilers already.
Yeah, they're really going to try not to spoil it.
We're going to have to, so fuck it. Let's just spoil it. It's not Avengers Endgame, let's just put it that way.
I was going to beat around the bush.
It's hard to beat around the bush with this just because a lot of it has to deal with
the
villain of the movie.
I would say the surprise. I was like, surprise! Yeah, I saw that coming 40 miles away.
Jake Gyllenhaal's a villain. Just to give away a little bit there.
Yeah, he gives off a villain vibe, even in the trailer.
Yeah.
And also that outfit. It's like, that's a villain outfit.
It's very Mysterio-esque in the actual, villain from the comic books. It's kind of an updated look, closer to that of his 2000 look. I'm a nerd, I keep telling you. You're looking at me like, what? I hear Megan's eyes almost wanting to roll.
I would say you talk nerdy to me, sometimes it's like, that went over my head, you're just speaking Japanese to me.
Come on, talk nerdy to me, baby. I choked Megan up with my nerdiness.
No, my saliva trying to kill me.
Yeah, I actually really liked his outfit in this, and yeah, just those who are wondering, yeah, Jake Gyllenhaal is the villain. I was wondering were they going to have more than one villain. No, they actually, realistically, Jake Gyllenhaal is the only villain. Mm-hmm. He's the main villain. He technically has a team that works with him, but they're side characters at best. Though, I did like that they all had a connection to Tony Stark.
Yeah, at least in some way. Like, one guy, he was previously an Iron Man.
Yeah, he was in the first Iron Man movie. It's like, holy shit, that is the same dude.
Really?
Yeah, that's the dude that freaking Jeff Bridges yells at in the movie.
It's like, Tony Stark, they will build this in a cave with scraps.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit, did y'all just find that guy like a pile of Iron Man blow? Y'all know I was an Iron Man?
It's like, oh, hey, we like you to return because you have a connection to... It's like, okay.
Yeah, and personally, to give away a little bit about Jake Gyllenhaal, he of course plays Mysterio.
He worked on Barf.
Yeah, he worked on the thing that was in Civil War. Probably one of the greatest, like, opening moments. Yeah, and it's another fucking guy, young Robert Downey Jr. It's
like, y'all, did someone invent a time machine and not alert the press about it?
Yeah, it's actually really damn impressive. And in fact, it still looks good. Even though it hasn't been that long, still. Yeah. But yeah, he's the guy who designed that, so I was like, oh, okay, so yeah, he did make the holographic tech that he's using, which obviously, that is the thing, he's creating all these disasters, using this, like, drone technology.
Yeah, drone, projection, lasers, technology thing.
And pretty much it's going to make a CGI monster, CGI fight in a way, but I actually kind of really like that. I like the fact that it kind of plays on the fact of the fakeness of a big CGI monster fight. To kind of understand this a little bit, think about like with Wonder Woman in that movie. It's just a big CGI fight. Man of Steel. I'm sorry I'm using a bunch of DC films. Fucking Batman versus Superman. Hell, even the Avengers movies, for lack of a better way to describe it, with the exception of when they finally confront Loki. Pardon me. A lot of it is all CGI based. Which, yeah, there's no real way you can do a good fight without being CGI based. Hell, even the end of Captain Marvel is mostly CGI based. And
well, either that or get a guy in a suit and...
It's just gonna look weird.
I would say look hokey as shit.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, we're fine with it being CGI because there's no real other way. It does begin to... I can understand people being kind of a little burnt out on it, especially since that's kind of DC's MO. Like, the only time there wasn't a big CGI fight was... Well, the only time I would say that CGI fight pretty much had to happen was the end of Aquaman. Even then, most of it was just Orm and Jason Momoa, just fighting each other. Aquaman. Actually really just punching each other. And yeah, sure, they were in their CGI suits and they were on a giant green screen, but it was more about the intimacy of these two brothers going at it, which was cool. Sorry, I'm really detracting and tangenting. We're making a bunch of tangents here. But yeah, this all builds upon the fact that he's created these holograms and they're part of these drones that are causing all this destruction, to make it seem like he is his hero. So that way he can... Megan did actually explain one thing earlier, like part of her issues with it, that he's kind of just a guy who's mad at Tony Stark.
I was gonna say, I kind of have flashbacks to Killian from Iron Man 3. He's pissed at Tony and he's seeking his revenge. In a manner of speaking.
Yeah.
He's trying to usurp Tony's throne.
Yeah. Though it seems like he's doing it kind of almost half-assedly. I can understand some people who do have issues with Mysterio's motivations in terms of like, well, what are you going to do once they actually fully believe you? That's a problem. Yeah. But to be fair, he does seem like a very short-sighted villain.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of like the whole issue of, someone faking a pregnancy. It's like, eventually you're going to have to produce a real child here.
Yeah, or, have a fake a miscarriage then.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, where do you think this is eventually going to go?
Yeah. But here, I get it. It's like, Mysterio, he's super short-sighted with a lot of things. He just sees the revenge that he can get at, the hands of quote-unquote humiliation because his stuff
for being so smart, yeah, he is a little short-sighted, but at the same time, he plots his revenge. Gonna try not to spoil the end.
He doesn't exactly plot that. That, again, it feels very like something he has to do quickly. Oh, will say there is a great cameo at the end of this movie. There's actually two really great cameos I really loved.
Other than the one, though, I'm thinking of...
The other one that was at the very end.
There's only one that I'm thinking of. Like,
well, he's usually a bad guy. And he actually was a good guy for a change. Talos appears again. The scroll.
oh, okay.
And I laughed my ass off at it. I thought it was funny. It's part of the end credits. We're just telling y'all a little bit about Talos appearing.
Yeah, it's kind of harking back to Captain Marvel and kind of trying to bring that alien race back.
Yeah, and also kind of touch on a little different things. And also adds to the universe. I think it's going to help widen things even more. It's like, interesting. Very interesting.
Well, on Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they've already traipsed all around the galaxy.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s not canon, so they don't care.
Well, it used to be.
I haven't considered it canon since the first freaking episode. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the second season? They were cleaning up after the Battle of New York.
First season. Battle of New York. Pretty much Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. took place after Avengers. Megan's confused. But anyway, that's not important because Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. sucks. Sorry, y'all. If y'all like it, I'm sorry. You like shit shows.
I still watch it, but I will say...
It's terrible.
Yeah, the quality has suffered greatly with each passing season.
It's pretty much a CW fucking Arrow show. It's worthless. It's tofu. It has no...
How'd you be wearing some vanilla Coke?
I'm good. Yeah, it has no flavor, it has no substance, it has no texture. It's bullshit. But regardless of all that, because I don't care whatever Megan is doing.
Trying to fix my mess.
Let's say sorry, I have a literal cup of which sits there so that way we don't drop shit. Somebody said knock it over. But about SpiderMan, because I don't care about all that. Yeah, with the revelation that Mysterio is using all this holographic tech and also he's having to use these drones, it does make for a CGI fight, pretty much like a big brawl, in a way where Spider-Man has to deal with all these mini drones. First off, they actually do something really cool in that they pretty much have Spider-Man going through this, like, it's, pretty much like a mind trip, because Mysterio's just fucking with him the entire time. And it's neat. I actually really enjoyed that whole sequence. It looks really cool. Well, sure, some of it looks a little wonky, but it's supposed to. It's supposed to constantly fuck with your perspective on things, and I enjoyed the hell out of that whole scene. And then, near the end, when he has to fight all these drones, it's like, okay, Spider-Man, one, he's not just beating them and destroying them and everything. He's having to use his wits. He's having to be smarter, because he can only do so much. He is just Spider-Man. Like, sure, if it was Tony Stark, you just blast him all out of the sky with no problem. But here, Spider-Man's having to think outside the box constantly. And I like that they don't have just a big, dumb, stupid fight. It's like, okay, well, Spider-Man's having to outsmart the villain the entire time. And I love that. I love that we actually had a hero who's smart. And that's the one thing this movie, in fact, the other two franchises, sorry, Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3 are not that great of franchises, folks. Spider-Man 2, in fact, is kind of the low point. Sorry, it still doesn't make sense that he loses his powers. They never explain that. It's like, so he just, like, is confused? But here it's like those are movies, they never really got into Spider-Man being a scientist, because that is the thing. He is a scientist. He's an engineer. He's super freaking smart. It makes sense that in these movies he would be the second coming of Tony. In fact, that's another kind of that's what I'm looking for. It's kind of a subplot throughout the entire thing about Peter trying to step into Tony's shoes. But to be fair, he eventually kind of talks with Happy and kind of starts to realize, like, it's not about him trying to step into Tony's shoes. It's just about him trying to be what Tony always wanted him to be. the best person Spider-Man can be.
I was like, not supposed to be like, the next Iron Man, but just the best Spider-Man that he can be.
Yeah, exactly. And that's an admirable quality. That's a great subplot. Now, one subplot that I will say that I don't know if you picked up on that, just went nowhere, was the whole Spider-Man's spider sensitivity is supposedly like a little finicky, but it says he acts like, oh, well, it's Peter tingles. It's kind of like a joke they keep doing.
Yeah.
He's having like issues with it, but never really touches on that a ton or explains anything. But to be fair, it's a minor plot point that's kind of brought up here or there. But other than that, we do have to touch on one other thing. And that is MJ and Spider-Man.
They're just adorable.
Yeah, they're just cute as can be.
Even though she can be kind of annoying at times with her, oh, hey, yeah, just... It's like a constant need to spill some fruit tea on everybody.
She's a teenager.
But together they are pretty adorable.
Yeah. And also, I like the fact that she is in danger, and technically she has to have Spider-Man save him, but not in the more direct route near the end of the film. It's interesting how they decide to play on the whole, Spider-Man is saving the day. He's not saving it by having to directly save his friends, and Mary Jane's unable to do anything except for just sit there and scream. She's actually a major part. She does help.
I would say she actually does try and take an active part in, like, the friends' like self-defense.
Yeah, and it's actually pretty cool. I also like the fact Mary Jane's not stupid in this entire series. Sure, like Megan says, she's a little bit of she's a goth in a nice way, but she's an emo kid. But
she's the second coming of Daria, but not as entertaining.
But she at least, she's smart. She's not an idiot. Like, nothing against Kristen Bell?
Kirsten Dunst.
Kirsten Dunst, sorry, I don't know why I said Kristen Bell. But, she's a damsel in distress. That's all she was in the series. But to be fair, it worked for those movies. Here, having a damsel in distress kind of seems atypical of everything. So I like that it does stick to, it's like, alright, she's gonna actually be more active and stuff. And she's not an idiot. She can save herself at times within reason. Like, she's not gonna go freaking, like, I'm gonna go punch Sandman in the balls. Like, she doesn't do shit like that. But she does stuff within reason.
Yeah, she, like, grabs a weapon and starts, like...
to fight a drone at one point. And to be fair, it's like these drones are kind of dumb. And they're having to be controlled by one guy who's kind of egocentric anyway, so it makes sense. Yeah, I can understand some people who might have issues also because, although I will say I didn't have issues, this movie's funny as hell.
I mean, it's Peter Parker. I mean, even that one scene in Endgame was like, oh, Doctor Strange was there. He's been gone for 5 years, even though it just felt like 5 minutes. And it was like, and he's just like, just that energy is like, he is so adorable.
Oh, him and Ned are both adorable. His friend Ned still just cute as a little goofball.
Yeah, Ned gets a girlfriend in this.
Yeah, he gets a girlfriend for the movie. Though I like they kind of play on that whole trope of, oh, well, we broke up. Because, yeah, by the end they don't have a girlfriend. Yeah. But it's just done. That's it.
We're just like, oh, so I'm playing, oh, let's just, look back on the good times and just move on. And it's like, okay.
It's very...
Yeah, I just love Peter's reactions to them the whole time. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, miss you more. Like, texting each other back when they're just right there.
They're literally, like, as close as Megan and me are.
And it's like, miss you more. Like, I'm like, the fuck?
Tom Holland he kills his Peter, actually, in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
He's the right amount of dorkiness, the right amount of
energy.
Yeah, he just works. See, I think that was some issue people, they try to say, oh, well, Tobey Maguire was the best Peter Parker. He was an alright Peter Parker.
I would say I like him, but I will fight anyone who says that Tom Holland is not the best Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's really made this Spider-Man his own. He's
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, not only is he technically savvy, but he's also just a perfect little teenager. Like, he's a goofball.
I was gonna say, like, he has this youthful energy, and he's so awkward and such a dork. It's like, oh, I love you, you're cute.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you're so adorkable.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't help it. I really love this movie. It has a few flaws, but they're so minor to me that I don't really see them. And that's, I think, the sign to me of a fantastic movie. Like, I guess with Endgame, I could maybe, nitpick this one little thing, or I'll pick this little thing. I don't wanna. I don't care. This movie's fucking fantastic. I was so happy that we had 3 really good to great, maybe even considered just fantastic Marvel movies this year, instead of last year where it was like 1 really good, 2, 1 was good, the other one was. So, what would you give this as a final score? Now, we've kind of spoiled a little bit. Just pretty much the reveal that Mysterio's the villain is a big thing.
Yeah, we're not gonna spoil, like, the end, though, like the setup for the next movie.
Yeah, though I will say I actually enjoy what they're saying. Megan,
I find that storyline kind of, like, those kind of storylines, like, kind of depressing. Personally, it's like, the world is depressing enough.
I think you're overreacting.
Who knew? Crazy Dutch bastard.
I am German.
I knew, you crazy German bastard.
So you still the same mouse syllables. Wait, Dutch. Yeah, no, close.
You know, I'm Dutch too. And German.
And you're French.
And Spanish.
Megan's just a mutt.
I'm a European mutt.
Mm-hmm.
But, came to the rating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta give it a 1. Yeah, just kidding. Yeah. I really enjoyed it. It had some problems, like, but it didn't turn me off completely. I will say 9.
Kept you nice and wet. Didn't turn you off. And my joke for the day. Oh, but yeah, I can't help it. And I know some people are going to say, well, you gave Avengers Endgame a 10. And I'm getting Spider-Man Far From Home a 10 as well. And they may say, oh, well, are they... I love them both in their own ways. Like, Endgame is just the perfect culmination of just movie after movie after movie. It's... Though I still think it was one of those movies you could almost walk into without having watched much. You're going to miss some of the emotional stuff, especially from Infinity War.
Yeah,
But,
I would say I like the little tribute at the beginning to Tony Stark.
yeah, that was actually kind of... It was adorably dorkable. It wasn't even adorable or dorkable. It was just adorably dorkable.
Yeah, and also like Vision and Black Widow and stuff.
It kind of mentions all the heroes that are now gone.
It's like,
Oh.
it's like in memoriam, like gone but not forgotten. It's like,
And it's playing Whitney Houston all the fucking time.
and it's like that exact song. Just,
Yeah, it's like, again. Yeah, I do give this a 10.
oh, we got Led Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Back in Black.
It was Back in Black.
That was so funny. Turn on Back in Black. Oh, I love Led Zeppelin.
Whatever Megan's trying to say.
Put me to bed.
But as I was saying, to compare to 10 movies, like, it's not exactly always 100% comparable. And sorry if it seems very arbitrary. It is just my score, and the points don't mean nothing.
It's kind of like you have 2 kids, but you love them both the same.
Yeah, I love them for different reasons.
Like, Endgame is the older kid, maybe like the star athlete or something. And
the other one, he's the one who's going to cure cancer. But he's going to be tripping on his shoelaces for the next 13 years. And he just turned 12. Yeah, I love these movies both. I really enjoyed the hell out of this movie. I can say this is my favorite Spider-Man movie so far. I like that we had a female lead who she was a little bit more than just, she's somebody for Peter to swoon on. I just hope they stay.
Or a damsel in distress, or...
Yeah. I just hope that we don't keep with this one trend I'm kind of noticing, which is the fact that, hey, Homecoming had, a different girl, or had one girl. Now, Far From Home has a different one. Now we're going to have Gwen Stacy in the next one. No, don't do that,
I was
Marvel.
going to turn him into Bond.
Just keep MJ. It's okay. Unless you're going to kill MJ. And even then, don't let him have another girlfriend for a movie or 2. It's fine. Kid's young enough. He don't need to be going through pussy like he's, I don't know, trying to figure out a cat that will fix his... I lost my simile somewhere in that.
I think you lost your mind somewhere in that.
I lost my mind years ago. What you talking about?
Did you ever have one to begin with?
I did before I decided to engage you.
Engage me.
Yeah, engage you.
Not get engaged
Yeah.
with.
I have messed with her and also be weird in my speech. But hey,
Exactly, that's intentional.
hey, real quick, we're gonna, if you did not see what we talked about or see my little Facebook post, because you don't follow me on Facebook, which is fine, I don't gotta. We're gonna talk real quick about what we're gonna see throughout July, real fast. We're gonna watch Stuber, of course, because there ain't shit coming out next week.
I'll say it looks funny. Please be funny.
I fear it's not gonna be.
I fear it too.
It's got 5.8 already on IMDb.
Yeah, I fear the funny parts are the ones that are
In the trailer.
in the trailer, yeah.
I might also give y'all just a solo review of Crawl. When I talk about solo, I mean Megan's not going to go with me because she does not want to see it. Nobody's going to go with me because I'm the only one who seems to be like, this movie might be decent. It's probably going to be terrible, but you know, I've seen worse already this year.
I was say he likes that schlocky shit.
Whatever Megan's trying to spit out. 19th, we're going to go see Lion King. I'm so not looking forward to it.
Me either. I mean, what?
I don't know what they're going to add.
I was like, what can you add to it that would justify turning it into live action with CGI animals that... What? I've been saying this for a while now. It's like, why not leave it animated?
Oh, why redo it? This is one of those movies where it's okay to leave it be. Like,
well, that's what I'm saying. It's like, why not just, leave it alone? That's all I'm saying.
It's like, why redo Bambi? We don't need a new Bambi movie. You're not giving us a new Bambi movie. Leave Lion King alone. These are two movies that are really based on animals.
Doing Bambi?
No, they're not.
Oh.
That's the reason why I said they're not redoing Bambi, so why bother with Lion King? One, it's newer. Okay. Two, it also has to be completely CGI.
I mean, the only human you could feature in that would be the hunter.
Who's just silhouetted anyway. It's fine.
I would say you don't really... Like, isn't... Yeah, Bambi's mom is a big part of the movie. I mean, like, but it's not the most important part. It's like just one little snippet of the movie.
Yeah, but even then, it's like one of those, like, why? So yeah, so Lion King will be a thing. But hey, we get to end the year, or in the month. The year's ending in July. We're going to end it with Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. We're actually kind of looking forward to it, even though I'm lukewarm on Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, might be funny, might be terrible.
You haven't watched as many Quentin Tarantino movies as I have. I've watched 5 that he's directed, I should say. Well, technically 6.
See, Pulp Fiction,
Reservoir Dogs, Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. I know people say they're 2 different movies. And also Django Unchained. Out of those, Django Unchained, Kill Bill Volume 1, Pulp Fiction, then Reservoir Dogs, and then fuck Kill Bill Volume 2, the talking movie. Sorry. Movie can go shit it on, or go fuck itself up the ass and just shit on its own dick. I don't care. It sucks. It's such a terrible film. It almost drags the first one down. But hey, we'll be back next week with at least for sure a Stuber review. Maybe a mouse talking about an alligator eating a few people. That would be just me. Say, hey, this alligator, this person, and another person. Then it would do up. Because I know that's exactly how the movie's gonna go.
Just shove a grenade in its mouth and there you go.
Yeah, it's gonna be something weird. Or no, it's gonna shoot it with a flare. It's gonna do pretty much like a Jaws. I know it. But hey, we'll see y'all later. And until then, we'll swing on out of here. So, bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.